We'll have to get to Yola by phone. Ahmed Sajoh joins us. He's the former Director of Press and Public Affairs, Government House, Yola. Good morning and thanks for joining us. Give us an update of situation there in terms of the internally displaced persons. The last we heard was that some have been able to find their way into the FCT Abuja. Ahmed Sajoh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm on the line with you, sir.
Well, good morning. Give us an update of situation concerning the displaced persons.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we will start from the point of the fact that even before the insurgents took over part of Adamawa State, we had a large number of internally displaced persons from Borno and Yobe in Yola. Because at one point, if you remember, the Deputy Governor of Borno said had to relocate to Yola to take care of internally displaced persons from Borno State. And to now further compound the issue, the entire northern senatorial district of Adamawa State has been overrun by the insurgents. And so you can imagine a population of the whole senatorial district moved away from their abode. They are now, most of them are in Yola. But apart from being in Yola, quite a number of them had found themselves in Jos, Kaduna, Kano, and their city. So the situation is very dire. Those of them that are in Yola presently are housed at the NYSC camp and some primary schools. The state government and some few really well-meaning individuals in Adamawa State are doing their best to support these internally displaced persons. We've had very little support from the federal government. But I think that is not the main issue. The main issue is that if you go, for example, to those of them that run into Cameroon and are serving as refugees in Cameroon, are being refugees in Cameroon, the Cameroonian authorities have taken proper census of the refugees in their camps. They have taken the census of the different families that were there. They have taken census of the activities of the people that have run to their country. They know the civil servants among them. They know the business people among them. They know the ordinary people among them. They've opened registration centers for birth and death. But in Adamawa State, we don't even know exactly the exact number of IDPs in any of our camps. We have not taken any census. We have not sorted them out according to their plight. We don't even know who are from Borno or who are from Adamawa or who are from Yobe. And we have also a large number of IDPs in people's homes. I know that one of my brother's houses has about 52 or 53 people in his house. And it's like that all across the state. And these people are just relying on their meager incomes with little or no support from anywhere. And that is our major concern in this matter.
So essentially you're saying that the efforts to organize internally displaced persons has not been so organized as it were.
It's not. In Cameroon they just not only organize them, but they open schools for them, they open clinics for them, they open schools for them, they open a registration center for people who give birth at the refugee camps. If you go to Cameroon, I was there. If you go, it's so orderly. And these are not their citizens. But in our own camps, it's just loose. Nobody even knows the profile of the internally displaced persons in our refugee camps. No registration has been done. Nobody will give you a definite number of people that have been displaced. But all we can tell you is that the entire Northern Senatorial District and Hong, Gombe and Song, part of the Central Senatorial District, about run away from their homes, and they are internally displaced persons in Nigeria. Some are refugees in Cameroon. That is what they tell you. When they tell you that they are going to conduct elections in refugee camps, they are just joking. It's not possible. How do you delineate constituencies? Some of these people are from Borno, some are from Yobe, some are from Adamawa. How are you going to tell them that, okay, those from this, vote for this candidate? How are they going to identify constituencies? How are they going to identify candidates? The truth about it is that we have to address this issue of IDP. We have to also address the issue that necessitated the IDP.
Mr. Sajoh,
people to their homes so that they can live their normal lives.
Mr. Sajoh, can I come in here? Because I just realized now we have two kinds of persons now that have been displaced. So you say some are in Cameroon, and if you leave international border, we're talking about refugees now, and those inside are the displaced persons. Now, what did you find when you got to Cameroon?
When I went to Cameroon, what I found is that, like I said, the camps are orderly. There's a census of the people that are refugees. There is an identification of their profile. That was how they were able to assist the civil servants among them who had their vehicles. They were assisted with military escort to return back to Nigeria through Garwa, Benin border. They were orderly over there. But here we are not orderly. After this minute that I'm talking to you, children in internally displaced camps in Nigeria are not attending schools. But the ones in the refugee camps in Cameroon are attending schools. They have arranged for schools to be established there. They have arranged for their children to be taught some lessons. But here we are not teaching anything. So the organization in this at this point, is very bad. And the refugee camp, just recently we saw on the media that some internally displaced persons camps have been established in FCT. Some have been established in Kano. We in contact with our brothers in Kano. Some have been established in Kano. Some are in Jos. Some are in Kaduna. All from Adamawa here. But nobody is doing anything about even talking about returning them back to their ancestral home, because that is the main issue. The main issue is how do we address these issues so that these people can return back to their homes, and that is more fundamental.
It is no doubt very, very important, Mr. Sajoh. We would like to thank you very much, because those visuals there are really disturbing images, and that calls for concern from those in charge. And NEMA and even the government, state government and the federal government must do something, because as displaced persons and refugees, they all have rights to education, rights to free movement and worship, and so many other facilities that must be given to such people in such camps. We would like to thank you very much. We'll stay on this particular matter and see that action is truly well done on this issue. Many thanks, Ahmed Sajoh, for speaking with us this morning.
Thank you very much. I hope people listen and take the plight of the IDPs forward.
Mr. Oshoma, before we leave, quite frankly, for the first time I'm getting to see visuals of children and women, and one wonders if truly these are my own fellow Nigerians.
Yes,
and he said, well, some are already outside the country. In closing, what efforts can we all do as a people and as a country to see that this is arrested quickly?
I almost shed tears when I saw those visuals. Like it happened in Liberia. When it happened in Liberia, people that had opportunity to put an end to the conflict, sat back and didn't do anything. But in the heat of the refugee, even a chief judge was in the refugee camp begging for food. And so it's very easy and convenient for people to sit down in Abuja, sit down at the state headquarters and trade blames. Here he did make mention of the fact that in Cameroon, it is very organized. They have accurate figures of the numbers of people, and they are attending schools. But here, the whole place is disorganized, and day in, day out, like I said earlier, you hear government say, oh, we are donating funds for this, we are doing that. There need to be concerted effort. All of us need, every Nigerian, but the government needs to lead the way, from the local government to the state government and the federal government also. Because this is not a problem that the state government alone can deal with. The federal government needs to lead the way, and the rest of us would follow, because these are Nigerians. It's happening to them today. You say, oh, it's not me. Heaven bless you if it comes down south. And then, Nigeria is too big for us to say, okay, if it comes here, we'll run into Ghana. It won't accommodate anybody.
Well, Liberos Oshoma, I would like to thank you so very much for finding time to join us this morning.
Thank you.
Well, Sunrise Dilla takes a moment and will return shortly. Stay with us. Well, so long. Many thanks for being such a nice company on Sunrise Dilla today. Tomorrow is another day. I'm Sulaiman Alede.
Well, thank you for sending your comments. And Mills, I'm Nell Toribe.
Thank you for watching.